When we were in Washington, D.C., we talked to a taxi driver, and he explained to us how barriers that have been set up for taxis, traditional taxi services, don't exist for Uber. Here's what he had to say. Can I get you to repeat that?
Oh my God.
So you're one day out on your taxi license, and they give you an $1,100 ticket on that.
Yes.
Okay. You've got to get a license up here. Okay. They don't have. Uber doesn't have to have that. You pay insurance at a higher rate.
Yeah.
Is that right?
We pay high insurance on our car. For example, if you get a new car right now, we are required to get the least 2008. Look at this car I'm driving now. There's nothing wrong with this car. No light showing, no nothing. We go through every 6 month inspection, which means your car must be good to pass inspection every 6 months. Now we are forced, probably because of Uber, to go and get the late model car. For a taxi, you're gonna have a full coverage insurance on that new car that you get for taxi. You're still gonna be paying a taxi insurance. That makes double insurance that you are paying.
Yeah.
Whereas Uber just get a regular car, a regular person, regular driver's license, no professionalism, and they're driving. The playing field are not the same.
You said you have to get background checks by the FBI?
You have to go through background check.
Wow. Wow.
You have to go to a drug screening, and you have to go to medical physical test every 6 months.
Now, when does this kick in with the 2008 requirement of 2008 vehicle? Is that something that, are they going to grandfather in people who have existing taxis?
No, you just have to junk it. That's your problem.
Wow, when's that going to start? When's that going to start?
It's already started.
Oh. Well,
this car now, by November, this car you are still driving with no noise, quiet.
Yeah.
This car is no use by November.
By November.
They want me to trash this car for no reason.
Wow.
To go and get the latest model's car. Look at the streets. There's no job.
Yeah.
There's no job for taxi driver. Taxi driver now are going looking for a regular job now because Uber have taken everything. No taxi. People wait on the you see everybody on the phone waiting for taxi.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're waiting for Uber. That's what they're looking for. You see empty taxi passing you by.
Yeah.
We have, in DC alone, we have over 14,000 taxi in DC. And Uber is unregulated, so they can have up to 100,000 car out there.
Yeah.
So how do you expect the taxi driver to make a living, number one? Majority of us have a wife and children, and we have mortgage. How do we survive? How do we compete with those people?
Yeah.
Who's the hack inspector will harass the car driver? Your tire is low, your this is there, your car is dirty, your this. But that's not, there's no regulation for Uber. Either their car is neat or dirty or whatever, no single regulation, no harassment of any kind. As I'm driving you right now, if I park on the side to answer a phone, hack inspector will come there, they can write me a ticket. In fact, if they find any other thing, they will just tow the car.
Yeah.
That is the harassment that the taxi driver face every single day.
Wow.
And they still want us to maintain all this thing, buy new latest model and paying all this. How are we going to pay for this thing? Money have to come out from somewhere.
It's a double standard.
It's a double standard.
Absolutely.
It's a serious double standard, and I believe the elected people are not working with their sixth senses at all. They are not. Because if they are, they should have thought this thing out very well. Look at the people from New York. Why buying a medallion for $500,000 if anybody can put their car out there and doing the same thing? Then what is the purpose of medallion?
Yeah, exactly. They've got a much longer term agenda. They want to control transportation, they said. Now that taxi driver has just explained to you how there are barriers to his business that are not shared by the guy who owns Uber. He believes, however, that this was something that was short-sightedness on the part of the city of Washington. This has been done, however, in every city throughout the world where Uber operates. It is not short-sightedness. It is part of a plan to aid Uber. Why would they do that, you ask? Well, of course, money can change hands behind the scenes, but there's also a larger agenda. Understand that municipalities everywhere have always been looking for a way to control transportation. Number one, that gives them control over you. That helps them, whenever you're dependent on them for a service, that gives them power and control over you. It lets them grow the government. They have tried bus services, subways, light rail. The people don't want them because they want the freedom and independence that having their own vehicle gives them. But Uber has said that he's going to not only get rid of the taxi services, but he's going to get rid of your individual car. The way he's going to do that, of course, is going to make it extremely cheap, but at the same time, the government is going to kick in with taxes. The insurance companies will kick in with increased insurance rates based on monitoring how you drive.